Yeah, hi there. These comments are for A. I'm just using your initials for privacy purposes. And I am Michael Buckoff, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for the TOEFL online course, the 7-step system to pass a TOEFL IBT. And thank you for your comments. You sent me an email. And let's take a look at your specific situation. So you say, hi, Michael, I'd like to acquire a score higher than 100 in the TOEFL exam. I am pre-intermediate in writing and speaking, intermediate in listening, and high intermediate in reading. Also, I read books such as 504 Essential Words for the TOEFL and 400 TOEFL. At this time, I'm reading 1100 barrons. I'd like to take the TOEFL in September. I will start April 5th, 2014 with you. What is your idea to my program? Good question. What I'm going to say now is those words that you're studying in the TOEFL book, write the words onto note cards. This is a great step. All of the words, let's say that there are 500 words that you're studying right now. Take each word and write it onto a note card. Put the word on one side, and then on the opposite side of the note card, put a sample definition along with a sentence that will help explain that word. Start studying those note cards. So just reading the book is not enough. You're going to have to write those words onto the cards to really get them into your long-term memory. So that's one suggestion. Number 2, read for 45 minutes every day right now before you take my course, and during my course also. You can read magazines, newspapers, and longer books. This is also important. Your reading is pretty good, but still keep reading. Reading is going to help you think faster in the language, and you will be able to eventually improve your reading speed, which is important for the TOEFL IBT. So read 45 minutes every day, and also listen for 45 minutes every day right now. You can listen to news, history, documentary, and especially science programs. That's going to be very beneficial. You can find such programs on TV. Now, if you cannot get access to English television, go to these websites. TED Talks and NPR.org. Both of these websites will be useful to help you with your listening comprehension. Right? So those will be some of my bits of wisdom right now. Now at my website, so you can probably study for about 4 or 5 months. And the good thing is, to help you with your writing and your speaking, in the writing area of my course, I have 40 different independent writing practice tests you can start completing. I also have 43 integrated writing practice tests that you can complete directly at my website. Now for speaking, I have 300 different independent speaking practice tests that you can start practicing. I also have about 30 different integrated speaking practice tests for you right now at my website. So that's one of the reasons. And also don't forget my pronunciation area. I have 48 different pronunciation lessons, and when you become one of my students in April, you should complete the pre-test pretty quickly. And that's going to give you an idea of what your pronunciation problems are and how you can solve those. So I think that you're in pretty good shape right now. The good thing for you is you have adequate time to prepare. You know what your goals are, and you're willing to spend time maybe beginning in April, then May, then June, then July, then August, then September. You are willing to spend time to improve your academic English. So I think if you practice on a regular basis, you will be able to make some improvements. Now, if you go back to my website, I'll give you some recommendations. If you go to the TOEFL IBT Study Guides webpage, and I'm over at my course, TOEFLonlinecourse.michaelbuckoff.com, I think for you, I'm going to recommend my 90-day online TOEFL course 7-step study guide, and this is going to focus on the vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar, listening, reading, writing, and speaking areas. So this study guide will tell you which lessons that you should study in my course. And here is my course right now. And what you can do, let me go ahead and click on, you can see everything at one time here. This is actually the website. Once you make your payment at PayPal, I will give you complete access to all the lessons in my course. Now for a minute, I'm going to go down to the very last section and show you something, but you can see the vocabulary, there's pronunciation, you can see all of my different pronunciation practice exercises. Here's my grammar section number 3. Here is section number 4, listening. See all those practice tests in there and lessons. You have reading. Reading is also good for you because you can work on improving your reading speed from 100 all the way to 350 words a minute. That's going to really help you. Step 6 is my writing area. Like I was telling you, I have 40 different independent writing practice tests. I have 43 integrated writing practice tests, all the way from easy, medium, and then difficult. And then, of course, the most popular area of my course is the speaking, step number 7, the speaking section. You can see all those different lessons here. And what I did here is I did create more topics because a lot of students have a lot of trouble with independent speaking practice tests, so I created a web page with about 300 topics. And that's what this particular web page is. It goes all the way to 300 different independent speaking tasks, both paired choice and personal preference. So you can see those things there. So you can kind of see what I'm doing there. So anyway, if we go back to the actual website, I'll show you one thing. I think about every 2 months while you're one of my students, I recommend you go to the 8th section of my course. This is where we have full-length TOEFL IBT and section-specific practice tests. So here, this is where you can complete a full-length IBT practice test so you can see what your current score is. You can get an idea. These practice tests are very realistic, and they will help you to see, how you're doing right now. All right, does that make sense? So anyway, those are some of my suggestions right now. And anyway, thank you very much. I'll be happy to have you as a student. So again, let me just recap what I said in the video. I think during this month and also while you're one of my students, any vocabulary words you come across, put them onto note cards, study those regularly. Practice reading for 45 minutes every day. Practice listening for 45 minutes every day. You can use TED Talks and NPR.org. And also, I recommended my 90-day TOEFL study guide, which is probably the most appropriate one for you based on your needs right now. All right? Anyway, thank you very much. Have a great day.